Hey, it's Carlyrae here, and welcome to my Heyitscarlyrae book club on YouTube. Today I am so excited because I'm bringing you an all-new virtual book review. But before I reveal what book we're going to be talking about today on Hey, it's Carlyrae, you guys need to hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell to be alerted of all the new videos on my channel. So, without further ado, the book that we're going to be talking about today on Hey, it's Carlyrae is A Spot of Trouble by Teri Wilson. Here is a close-up of this fun cover. Now, as you guys know, I don't really read too many rom-coms, so I was so excited when I went to the bookstore and they had a whole table set out of rom-com books. I grabbed this book because I absolutely love the cover and I'm a sucker for a book with dalmatians. I think this is like super original. I haven't seen too many books with dalmatians in it, so if you guys have any suggestions where there's dalmatians in books, comment below and let me know. Now, if you guys do have your copy of A Spot of Trouble, go and grab it and come back because we're going to be talking about A Spot of Trouble today, but it's going to be spoiler free. So if you guys don't have your copy yet, or if you haven't read it, don't worry about it. You guys can just listen and hear what this book is about and why you need to read it. So let's get started with today's spoiler-free book review. So what is A Spot of Trouble about? A Spot of Trouble centers around two characters. First, we meet Violet March. She is a long resident on Turtle Beach. She grew up there. Her mom passed away, so she was raised by what she calls the Charlie's Angels, and they're like an older group now. They are Mavis, Opal, and Ethel, and they live at the senior center. So she has this really strong connection with the community, and she also has a Dalmatian called Sprinkles. And Sprinkles is very like full of life. She doesn't really, like all the rules, and Violet's okay with that because like Sprinkles is her best friend. So Violet thinks, there's only one Dalmatian in town. Well, up until this point, when the book starts, we then get to meet Sam Nash. And Violet meets Sam when he's jogging on the beach, and there goes her Dalmatian, and she is convinced he's stealing her Dalmatian, to the point she even calls her brothers, who are local cops, to come and arrest him for stealing Sprinkles. Well, then she realizes that Sam is new to town. He just moved from Chicago. He's a new fire marshal, and he also has a Dalmatian called Cinder. Well, this doesn't necessarily sit right with Violet because she's the only person on the island with a Dalmatian, and then everybody starts confusing Cinder and Sprinkles on the whole island, so that kind of irritates Sam and Violet because they're like, no, my dog's better. No, my dog's better. But, is there a better dog in this book? Read it and find out. But then we get to see that there is also a softball tournament going on between the fire department and the police department. So it's called Guns and Hoses. Now, we do find out that Violet had a really bad breakup with a former firefighter, and we discover, I'm not going to give away spoilers, but we discover like what happened in their breakup and why she's so set against the fire department. But Sam's a fire marshal and he's part of the fire department, and Violet slowly starts to see, is there a deeper connection with Sam that she just can't ignore? You guys will have to read this book to find out, but I will say the Charlie's Angels, those group of ladies, they were phenomenal in this book. They were so entertaining. You got to see them kind of push and pull Sam and Violet together and see if there really is a connection beneath the surface. So I really enjoyed that aspect in this rom-com book. Now, I will say my absolute favorite part of this rom-com book were definitely the Dalmatians. I loved Sprinkles and Cinders. I definitely want to go get a Dalmatian now and name it Sprinkles after reading this book. I thought both of the dogs had very well-rounded personalities, and I truly enjoyed how the dogs reflected the main characters in the book. So Sam, we meet him, he's the fire marshal, so he's very serious and everything like that, and he went through a lot that we do find out through the book that affected him. So his dog being super well trained, she even makes his bed, turns on the coffee maker, it was really super fun. And then we have Sprinkles, Violet's dog, who's just likes running around, doesn't really playing with the rules. And so we get to see their relationship with the dogs grow, as well as Violet and Sam, which I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the aspect too where we have Violet take a stand and be like, hey, your dog definitely needs to, loosen up a bit. You need to let it just be a dog. And so you kind of get to see these different aspects that really have to do with the deeper surface of the character. So I fully enjoyed that. Another aspect I liked is Violet's family. She lived in this beach house with her dad and her brothers, and they were former police officers. I liked the hint of backstory through the book. So Violet's mom passed away and she owned a Dalmatian, her mom did. So, you know, we get to see this like little like history family of like, you know, what happened, you know, what happened to her mom's Dalmatian, what happened with her dad and the fire department's rivalry, like why that's so prevalent in the book. So I really enjoyed that twist at the end, but you have to read the entire book to get to the last page to find out about that. But yeah, overall, I rated a 4.75 out of 5 star. I definitely recommend reading this book. It's a book that I could read over and over again, and it's a book I read in about 2 days, so it was definitely fast paced, and it was one that, you know, once I feel like you got through page 50, it really, really picked up in speed. And then I really enjoyed also, the last thing I will give you without giving away too many spoilers is Violet runs like this cupcake truck on wheels. So she like has all these different cupcake flavors. It definitely had me wanting to try her cupcakes. And yeah, so that was like a fun, aspect in this book, but also the cover, I will say, like I love, you guys know me, I love how covers relate to the books. And this one definitely, like I picture this one being the Cinder dog and this one being the Sprinkles dog because, you know, look at its tongues out and everything, and I think like this kind of just reflected the characters and everything like that. So Teri Wilson did an amazing job on this book, and then whoever designed the cover, I thought it really related to the story. So I definitely recommend, if you guys are looking for a rom-com read, to check this one out. I hadn't heard of it before, but when I was shopping at Books A Million, I saw this one on the table, and I'm a sucker for any book that has a Dalmatian in it, so I was like, I have to get this one. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. And then I did read in the back that Teri Wilson wanted to actually write a book kind of based on 101 Dalmatians, and she definitely achieved that with that. I really like loved that aspect. So if you guys have read any books with Dalmatians, comment below, let me know, because I'm definitely going to start stocking up on some more Dalmatian books. Now I did put this on my social media. I just started a Heyitscarlyrae Instagram account, and I got so many questions about this book, and I picked out 5 today for today's Q&A. So we are going to get started, and I'm going to answer you guys' questions. So let's go. All right, so the first question that I got today for today's Q&A is from Tyler. He asked me who my favorite character was. All right, I'm gonna have to go with the dogs characters in this book, Cinder and Sprinkles. I really enjoyed them. No, they like don't have any dialogue or anything, but like the characters themselves really added to this book, and I feel like it really set it apart. And I thought Teri did an amazing job capturing the personality of the dogs to help drive the plot and really offset the characters. So they were like a huge part. I feel like if they were not in this book, it wouldn't have made it, you know, as phenomenal as it is. And it's like so fun too. Sam, hi Sam, you said love the cover. Does it relate to the story? Okay, I just talked to you guys about that. It does relate to the story. I'm not going to give away spoilers, but I will say there's a scene in the book where this like whole entire cover reflects it. So when you guys read that point, or if you guys have read it, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys can message me and we can chat about it. But yeah, there is one scene in this book where I just, when I read it, I was like, this is the cover. So yes, and I love the cover. Belinda, hi Belinda, you said, how accurate are the Dalmatians descriptions? I thought they were really like accurate. I know, like I said, Cinder was very well trained. She was a fire department dog. We get to see like what she's able to do, like bark 911, again how she made Sam's bed. So we got to see like an aspect of like training a Dalmatian. And then we also got to see like Violet's Sprinkles, like she's not necessarily not trained, but she's like definitely like more high energy. So we got to see that in the book as well. But I mean, I felt they were very accurately described. But if you guys like, you know, comment, let me know like your thoughts as well. Kylie, hi Kylie, you said, what is your favorite chapter? This one's kind of hard. I'm gonna have to go with one towards the end. I really liked how the book ended, so I'm gonna have to say like when softball was being played, any of those scenes, but definitely my favorite chapter was kind of at the end, when we get to see kind of everything tie up. I really enjoyed the ending. Now, if I had to pick a second favorite chapter, I will say there's a scene kind of like almost before you hit the midway point where Sprinkles maybe gets loose, and there is like all this stuff that happens after she gets loose. I really enjoyed that scene. I thought it was fun and it made me laugh, so I really enjoyed that one as well. And finally, this question is from Zoe. Hey Zoe, you said, will you read it again? Yes, I will definitely read this book again. It's one I definitely recommend checking out. In fact, I may, you know, kind of flip through it and reread it tonight. We'll see. But I definitely will be picking this book up again. And And if you guys do not have your copy of A Spot of Trouble, you guys can go in the description right now and get your copy. I think you guys will really enjoy it. So that concludes today's Q&A. And I hope you guys enjoyed this virtual book review. So that concludes my spoiler-free book review of A Spot of Trouble. Again, here's a close-up of this book. And definitely, if you guys have it, don't hesitate to comment and let me know your thoughts. And if you're going to check it out, let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's virtual book review. I am so excited to post this new one. Now, any other recommendations for any new books or any books that have been published that you want to know my thoughts of, comment below, let me know, because I will be posting some more book reviews, but I want to know which ones you guys want to hear my thoughts on. And yeah, I did officially just start a Colleen Hoover book. So if you guys enjoy her reading, I like her writing, let me know and I will do a review on that when I'm finished. But that concludes A Spot of Trouble. Again, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Now, before you go, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell and then hit the like button and tell me all your thoughts on this book. Now, if you guys want to connect with me outside of BookTube, you guys can go to Instagram. I'm on there on Heyitscarlyrae or Heyitscarlyrae Book Club. I'm also on Twitter at Heyitscarlyrae. I'm on Facebook at Heyitscarlyrae, Heyitscarlyrae Book Club. I'm also on Pinterest at Heyitscarlyrae. So I'm all over social media. I'd love to chat with you guys about books and everything like that. So stay tuned for my next virtual book review. And again, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye!